I have retrieved the crown.
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
There is no other way to reach the fallen star, it seems.
I will not accept this. It's not my time to die.
I can bring that down. I need a corpse. I'm afraid not. I cannot do that. I need a corpse. Not enough essence. No. I need a corpse. No. I must have a corpse. I'm afraid not. I must have a corpse. That is not possible. I cannot do that.
My name is Latdanan, and I'm cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
I require a corpse for that. I cannot do that. I'm afraid not. My master would take pride in this.
Maintain your incantations. He will soon turn.
No. I require a corpse for that.
Your magic. I am free! Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must slay the Skeleton King.
Then our aims align.
I require a corpse for that.
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I will know soon.
Down this way. There are my weapons.
He's free! Do not let him rearm!
I'm afraid not.
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
If you insist. Ah, an interesting opponent. I'm afraid not. I require a corpse for that. That is not possible. That is not possible. I require a corpse for that. I cannot do that.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon rule this world!
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Do as you please. Such books do not interest me.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King. Good to fight with you again. I do not understand how evil walks in the day. Should it not fear the light?
You possess only a limited understanding of these forces.
But the light is both a literal and figurative foe of evil.
I require a corpse. That is not possible. I cannot do that.
What's skill should I master?
I don't like the look of that.
No. No. Bodes ill. I'm afraid not. All must serve the cycle. No. I'm afraid I need a corpse. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. That is not possible. No. I cannot do that. afraid not. No. I understand so much more now. I cannot do that. The night embraces you.
How should I trade?
I'm afraid not. No.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track.
A corpse. That is not possible. I'm afraid not. Decay and rot. No. No. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. No. That is not possible. That is not possible. No.
What skill should I master?
From the east shall come a monarch whose rule begins in blood.
I've dug up some new... Things for you to take a... look at. I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
This will help.
My dearest Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
The news continues to worsen. How can you continue to wade into the fray with nary a thought for your own safety? It is madness.
This is what I have trained for.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not. You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
I cannot do that. I'm afraid not. No.
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery, hardly fit for the King of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus was so intent on this becoming our new seat of power.
Are you ever afraid in battle?
Emotion weighs little on the priest's wrath.
We are both blessed. My faith on
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
That is not possible. That is not possible. My insight grows. The crater. This is unexpected. How did you come here?
I remember falling.
Who are you?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I must I don't remember.
You must get to safety. Then we will find answers. I believed it was a fallen star. But in truth, it was only a man. And of course, his memories have vanished. Perhaps Deckard Cain will know more. I found him in the crater.
No man could survive such a thing. Who are you? What are you?
A warrior, I think. I came bearing grave news, but I cannot remember.
Your message might be all that can save us from impending doom. Tell me everything you remember, stranger. Every detail.
Falling. Fire. A sword of great power. It was part of me. But it shattered into 3 pieces as I fell.
It is vital that we find those pieces. I believe the sword made whole will restore your memory.
The goatmen are rampaging through the fields. Could the sword have anything to do with that?
Of course, of course. Just as the dead rose around the stranger, the sword pieces drove the goatmen to madness.
It's possible. We'll have our answers once I retrieve the sword.
What skill should I master?
What was once won shall become 4. Though the 3 shall become 1, never again will the 4 be whole.
I have some new items that I'm certain you'll love.
The attacks may be slowing down, but this town is done. Don't tell anyone, but I've got some new items you really
If there's a sword here, we will find it.
I'm afraid not. No. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that.
We must stop the attacks on these farms, or the people of Tristram will starve.
I cannot do that. Let go. I must be near a piece of the sword. No. That is not possible. That is not possible. That is not possible. I cannot do that.
Kill her!
That is not possible.
We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is turning.
I cannot do that.
There's the sword piece. Who are you to take what is mine?
It belongs to another.
Regardless, I have claimed it. I am Magda, and I lead this coven. The shard is mine.
Then you have made an enemy.
Very well. Let the games begin.
No. That is not possible.
Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
I am returning to town. I recovered a piece of the sword, but members of a coven are pursuing it as well.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
They know where the next piece is. Their leader said it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another. You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me too. The only difference is, I have no control over mine.
Then you must learn to master it.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. But something rises up from deep within me and, well, I can't really explain it. That's all of them.
The Tristram fields are fair lands, fertile and temperate. Superstitious farmers kept away from them for quite a while after the fall of Old Tristram. But time has persuaded them to abandon these ridiculous notions and take up the hoe and plough once more. Now they supply crops to both New Tristram and Wortham.
No.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something! Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
Who is this friend of yours?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Where is the relic?
My sweet love will save me.
Enough of this. Release Sasha and give her the relic.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you. You won't get away from us this time!
That is not possible.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves' Guild will find you.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
What? You mean to accompany me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait, the relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here. Ah, there you are.
And you're betrothed?
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging.
Excellent.